every day, sir, on my comment section, I get so many questions that I have joined this. Now there is no placement. They have already taken 5-6 lakhs from me, and now they are saying carry on. So why is this still happening?
RPSL rules clearly says that you need not to pay any charges for the placement.
What are the common mistakes the new aspirants are making? I was reading 637 seafarers till date are abandoned and 87 are in jail. This is a very big cause of concern for, of course, you, but also for the civilians who are wanting to
Of
join.
course, we are having a dynamic list which is keep on updating it. We have arrangement for weekly review where our DG sir himself reviewing all the cases.
What are the common mistakes the new aspirants are making? What is the role of DG shipping with foreign companies? Like in the DG also office, there must be talks of how to increase officers' employment for Indian seafaring. And I'm sure the government also wants to propel the seafaring community in India. So what's happening in that?
India is a seafaring supply nation. We, in our mandate, if you see Maritime India Vision or Amrit Kal Vision document, we have a mandate to increase our presence from 12% to 20%.
What is DG shipping doing for seafarers' welfare?
We have constituted committees to review the collective bargaining agreements. All the application will be online, seamless. End to end, it will be online with the trails. With you can see the response application.
Transparent for
More
the
transparent,
candidates and
yes.
seafarers. How to pass the orals in first
It's a
time?
$1 million question.
$1 million question. Welcome back to the KSN show. Today is a very big day for all of us. The Deputy Director of DG Shipping and a nautical surveyor, Captain Manish Kumar, has come on the show. We have decoded why the MMD exams are tough, how to crack them, and how they are reforming to make it better. Number one. Number two is how fraud practices, how agents are looting money from people, from seafarers, and what DG Shipping is doing about it. Lots of policies which are coming in force have been discussed in this podcast, and you, being a seafarer, perhaps will want to watch the full episode because you are going to understand the latest development of Indian shipping in India, what is happening in terms of maritime training institutes, the latest training developments which are happening, what DG is doing in terms of examinations and women seafaring development. So much to say, so much to work on. So I'll take you straight into the podcast because this is one of the biggest podcasts we've done in our lives. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel on that note. Taking you straight. Captain Manish, welcome to the KSN show, sir. First of all, it's an honor for us to have you as a representative of DG Shipping. And how are you feeling being here, sir?
First of all, thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me and having me here. It's a pleasure to talk to you and to come to such a event for which is directly related to seafarers and maritime industry. So we'll be happy to share our initiatives, what we are doing, my personal experience at DG Shipping or otherwise, and
absolutely, sir. Most importantly, sir, we want to make it as relatable and as human for the seafarers who are watching it. So first, I would like you to introduce yourself briefly from where you started, where you are today, and what's happening, sir.
Yes, I'm Captain Manish Kumar, presently working in DG Shipping as nautical surveyor. Before that, I started my career as a deck cadet in a Shipping Corporation of India.
Right, sir.
Thereafter, I rose up to the level of LNG master.
Okay.
I've sailed as LNG master.
Right.
Then I worked ashore, operating LNG and LPG vessels from office.
Right, sir.
Thereafter, I moved out to South Korea.
Okay.
Where I was representing owners. The owner were having 330 plus ships, and I was looking after LNG vessels.
Right, sir.
For their operations. And I switched to one of the Japanese company.
Okay.
For India's first LNG operations, LNG FSRU vessel was taken up. So there I got an opportunity to contribute. And finally, I got selected in DG Shipping through UPSC. So here I am. I've completed about 4 years. Next month I'll be completing 4 years.
Right, sir.
So That is
Fantastic.
how, yeah.
So to get into DG shipping, you have to clear UPS, right?
Yes,
UPSC.
UPSC exams
Mhm.
for the direct recruitment,
Hmm.
uh, there is a procedure.
Hmm.
The UPSC advertises the
Okay.
post on online recruitment process. Then you
Mhm.
have to apply,
Mhm.
and the minimum requirement is master COC,
Okay.
FG,
Okay.
and 1 year experience as
Right,
master.
sir. Okay.
So this is the minimum. There are other details what we have to
Right, sir.
comply with. So then you can apply, and
Hmm.
you can be part
Hmm.
of the system. Recently, there was an advertisement, and people got shortlisted, and there will be
Okay.
interview conducted
Okay.
soon.
So lots of studies to even get to this position.
Yes, of course.
Studies never stop in our field.
Yes,
Right,
then
sir.
once we start our career in merchant navy, we have to study at
Absolutely.
different intervals of time.
Absolutely. Perfect, sir. We'll get straight to the point. What is DG shipping and its role in India?
Yes. So I would like to tell all my seafarers and the aspirants, those who are interested in merchant shipping,
Hmm.
they should know what is DG shipping. So your podcast title should be Know Your DG Shipping.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
We'll put
So
that.
because people are scared, people are not aware of what is DG shipping's roles. DG
Right.
shipping is the Indian Maritime Administration who is looking after the policy makings, the implementation of the IMOs or international conventions
Hmm.
to make it in a national legislation,
Hmm.
to issue circulars, to issue guidelines,
Hmm.
how you can have your safe shipping for ships as well as for the seafarers.
Right.
This is, in short, the role of DG shipping.
Okay. So it also covers the aspect of safety on board ships, especially Indian flag ships.
Yes,
Right, sir.
safety on board Indian flagged vessels, Indian ports, and Indian waters.
Hmm.
So that also covers in
By
DG
the
shipping.
DG shipping.
Yes.
Okay, sir. I want to refer to this. Yesterday, I conducted a Instagram live and asked the students right now in the institutes as well as cadets on board. So they had a set of questions which you want to decode today, and you are the perfect person for us. So first question was, sir, that how is DG shipping helping new aspirants start their career? That means how are they generating awareness for the new aspirants?
Normally, the surveys are asking questions to the candidates. Now it is the other way around. The candidates are asking. That's a very
sir.
good thing.
Right, sir.
Okay, so coming to your questions,
Mhm.
the new initiatives. There are multiple initiatives have been taken by DG Shipping
Hmm.
under the leadership of our new DG sir, that
Right.
is Shri Shyam Jagannathan ji. He
Absolutely.
has taken a task
Hmm.
to improve our system to give better maritime sector
Ab-
for seafarers
Right.
to
Right.
work in.
Right.
So in this regard, we have taken steps like
Hmm.
new RPSL module is going to come.
Okay.
Even though in our existing system also we have made few changes where the seafarers have to validate their sea services.
Okay. So what is a RPSL?
This is RPSL is a recruitment and placement services
Okay.
licenses.
Right.
These are the authority entities. They are approved by DG Shipping.
Okay.
They follow a procedure to obtain a license
Hmm.
to recruit Indian seafarers on foreign flagged vessel or Indian flagged vessels. So they are
So
getting a license.
that's like the credibility from government of India that you are allowed to recruit and do placements for these candidates.
Right.
Right. On that topic, sir, how does one check the RPSL of a institute or a company?
Yes, a very good and very relevant question, Karan. I must say, before you start your career in merchant navy,
Hmm.
you have to go to an institute.
Hmm.
Most of the cases, there are some cases that where there are some stream or some procedure you can go to ships without shore-based training. But
Okay.
in most of the cases, there are training that is called a pre-sea training. So how do a person knows that which institute to go for?
Hmm.
That is a very important question. So for that, a list of all DGS approved training institutes are available on DGS website.
Okay.
Forget about the DGS website. If you write on a Google list of approved DGS, approved maritime training institute,
right.
you will get an option to see the list. So those institute you should only go for,
Okay.
and they are approved for different courses.
Okay, so each course has to be approved, and it's
Yes.
not just a conventional way or a general outline of an institute, right?
Yes, with some institutes, it's like a college
Hmm.
who may be giving a science stream,
Right.
who may be giving a commerce stream. The college is approved by UGC or some entity, but the courses, whether they are allowed to conduct that courses or not, that also you must check that. So
Okay.
in short, the aspirant or the seafarers who are going to make a career in this profession, they must see whether this training institute is approved by DG Shipping or not.
Okay.
Then only they should go for.
Okay.
Similar exercise is required when you are choosing your company. That will cover up.
Absolutely, sir. So coming just to the institutes right now, as you rightly said, there are even if you Google, you'll get the RPSL license numbers and all. Still, there are so many scams happening. In fact, there is a friend of mine whose husband got an offer letter from some random company that you can join a cruise ship. So I asked them, please ask the RPSL number of this particular gentleman who's sending you. And there was no response. But I was there as a seafarer who knows this, so that got avoided. But every day, sir, on my comment section, I get so many questions that I have joined this. Now there is no placement. They have already taken 5-6 lakhs from me, and now they are saying carry on. So why is this still happening?
Yes, but the root cause is the awareness. Yes, this is the whole purpose of doing these efforts, making such kind of activities to make people aware. First of all, you need not to pay any charges for the placement.
Right.
Our RPSL rules clearly says that there should not be any unauthorized charges applicable to seafarers for placement. So that is the first thing. If someone is saying that, that means it is a first signal that something may go wrong, something is not correct.
Right.
That is the first thing your audience should understand that and remember that. The
Right.
second point is about their basic knowledge, their rights and duties and responsibilities. The first is about their article of agreement, their collective bargaining agreement,
Okay.
the CBA, what you call that is in a layman's language you can say the contract details,
Right.
that what all will be the wages details, what compensation a seafarer will get.
Okay.
So those things are mentioned. So he should go and refer to those documents that what is mentioned there, and if anything is there, they should ask the company.
Okay.
Before that, he should go to approved RPSL companies or approved training
So,
institutes.
like you said, I'll just try to crack it down further, sir. Suppose today I go into XYZ institute which does not have RPSL. I didn't know about it. I paid the money, and now they're saying, get out. Ho gaya, your course is finished. What is the next step? Who do I approach? Should I approach DG directly and report this that, sir, this is what has happened, and now I've got into a fraud that I didn't know about RPSL? And who do I contact in such a situation about the institute specifically?
Yes, you can inform DG Shipping. We have been getting such kind of incidents. We are receiving this kind of complaints. Here two things are there. First thing is about a RPSL licensee. If the RPSL company is approved by DG Shipping, we can take disciplinary or necessary action within the rule framework what is given to us, what mandates we have received. Like we have given a license to authority, we can issue a show cause notice, we can suspend their license, or if found we can withdraw and terminate, and we can forfeit their bank guarantee.
This is for the institute
This
as well.
is for the institute as well. However, for such kind of transaction which is unauthorized, like you have given money to somebody, then you have to take it back. So then you have to follow the rules, law of the land. They have to report to the police complaint, because this is a forgery kind of a case.
Right.
There you have to find out.
Okay.
We have also gone ahead and proposed changes in our latest merchant shipping bill in this regard, where you have to face lot of challenges. We have incorporated criminalization clause where the seafarers are getting cheated by the companies or the training institutes to have a enabling provision where we can penalize them.
Right. Okay. So the institute will be penalized.
Yes,
Okay.
those who are cheating,
Will
they will be
penalized.
penalized.
Okay.
Yes. So this is in a proposed merchant shipping bill. But as
Okay.
of now,
Hmm.
it's very simple.
Hmm.
If Karan has issued a license to somebody,
Hmm.
so he can take that license back. But he has done something
Hmm.
which is criminal in nature.
Hmm.
You cannot take action against them. Then you have to go to the different authorities.
Okay. So it
Okay.
becomes like a police case, then law, then
Right.
court, and stuff
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So, sir, that brings me to a question that, okay, are you doing audits of these institutes who are conducting these malpractices? What is DGS doing to make sure that these non-authorized institutes are shut down forever?
Yes. First of all, how these training institutes get authorization?
Hmm.
Like for any institutes, they have to first
Hmm.
apply to DG shipping. They get an in principle approval.
Hmm.
Then after getting an in principle, that in principle approval is received based on the listed documents, that what all things they should have for different categories. Like if you have a pre-C
Hmm.
training institute, what documents will be required. For the post C, there will be a different set of documents required. So this will be examined by a set of people in DG shipping. Then they will be given an in principle approval. Then the surveyor, the audit team will go from respective MMDs for the inspection.
Okay.
There they will inspect, they will submit a report, and then it will be processed for the further whether to give or not to give.
Okay.
That is the one part for the authorization.
Right.
For the institute, those are not authorized. They are, for us, it is not existing. It is illegal institute. If you are
Okay.
going to those institute, then it's a different case.
Hmm.
So that is why a very important thing is to check whether it is approved by DG shipping or not.
Got it.
Whether it is a training institute or a RPSL company. In both the cases, you must first check.
So in that case, then at least if it's DG approved, I can get back to DG and tell them, hey, this is happening in the institute, and then you can help us. But if you have gone into a institute which is not DG approved, then even you cannot help us.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Because they are not in our jurisdiction. They have not taken a license from us.
Got
But if they are selling a product, a course,
Right.
which is claiming to be a DG is approved, then there is a issue. Then we can
Then it's
issue a notice. We can ask for the explanation
right. Right.
why it is. But before paying a fees, before you go for admission, you must check that. So
Got
that is why the first is awareness,
Hmm.
checking whether the institute is approved by DG shipping or not, whether the company is approved
Or
us by us or not.
Perfect.
And you must see now where, for example, if you have to buy anything,
Hmm.
you go to online,
Market, Amazon.
apps or applications,
Right.
any. So you see the product, you see the review also.
Hmm.
You know.
Hmm.
So if you are going to join some company, you must see
the
that
reviews.
as a informed, as a newcomer, as a
Hmm.
new age seafarer, you must see that the credibility and credentials of the companies also.
Got it, sir. Perfect. That brings me to the second question, sir. That what are the mistakes, common mistakes the new aspirants are making? You've been in DG for 4 years now. You must have got a set of seafarers or aspirants making mistakes that, oh, because of this now you have got stuck. Some common mistakes so that people try to avoid this who are watching this. Any common?
Yes, I would like to quote anecdote without taking a name. There were seafarer. Most of the cases are happening with young cadets or the rating background. So what happened is seafarer had done some training, and then he was promised to get a job on a tanker vessel, and he was flown to Iran, and there he found he was going to be placed on a tug vessel, and the wages were also supposed to be very less, whereas the contract was for bigger vessel and larger
Tanker.
and the wages was also higher, what was mentioned. But there he was made to join there's such a small tugboat with not so good in condition. So what he did, he contacted us.
Okay.
He was sitting in a hotel. Somehow he got our details and he contacted us. We flew him back without joining.
Okay.
We made the company to pay for his for his return and
Get him back.
get him back.
Okay.
So So awareness, because he found fishy that
Yeah.
he was told to join a bigger tanker. Now he was told to join some tug. So there he clicked, no, I don't need to. There you have to stop. But unfortunately, some cases the seafarers had gone ahead and joined.
Hmm.
And then later on, if you join, vessel sailed out at sea,
Hmm.
then it becomes very difficult
To get it back.
to get him back. Although we have got other seafarers also back with the help of other authorities and
Right.
associations, so they have come back. But you can avoid the hardship,
Absolutely.
if you're aware, if you're informed, if you're taking actions
Hmm.
well in time. So the very important thing is the awareness.
Right,
Awareness part is very important.
Hmm.
The second most important thing is about, in case of such issues, where to contact.
Absolutely.
The contact details, the redressal system is to be known. So now in our DGS website, it is highlighting, it is flashing that the contact details for seafarers. If you go on a DGS website, go to homepage and you will find it in a very bold, and it is highlighting the contact details. So it has listed all the addresses. If you do not remember all, at least you know the number of DGCOM centers, the 24/7 manned. So that if you are able to contact or drop a message or email or a WhatsApp, even a WhatsApp number is also
Fantastic.
active. It will reach out to the designated person who is dealing with that matter.
So it is 24/7 manned, and in fact, I would like to put in this video also the phone number. So if we contact that number, a real person will address the issue.
Yes, he will acknowledge the problem, like he will receive, okay, this is the problem. He will take down the minimum details required, name, indoors number, problems, and vessel's name if applicable, IMO number, and then he will send it to the respective officials, maybe a shipping master, maybe a crew department, or the casualty department. They will inform. So that is the very important thing to know.
Okay. I had a question on that line only, sir. How much is the response time generally? So what I have also observed was like previous system when I was in 2015 and doing my endorse, the email part was replied after like 8 days, 10 days. Nowadays, I think when I was revalidating my CDC, it was in 1 week, and then still it carried on. So is DGS trying to improve these systems of communication right now? Is it in their agenda?
Yes, it is there. Presently, we have a grievance. There are two kind of communication is done. Like one is a normal queries. If you have training related, examination related, you have different MMDs, email IDs, contact details. You contact them, they will reply basis on your questions or queries, or the backlog what they have.
Absolutely.
Depending on the urgency also, nature of urgency. Suppose if you have a grievance, if you have urgency, then a grievance redressal system is there.
Okay.
For each seafarer's profile, you can log in, or you can go to the DJ's website, and you will get a help desk email IDs. If you do not have anything else, you can write to them, and then it will be addressed.
Okay.
There are weekly review meetings have been conducting at DG Shipping. There we see these grievances or the crisis situations, and how to handle and what are their status. In this regard, we are going further step ahead, and we are going to have a new online system where you will be making a grievance online, and it will be having a tracking system.
Like a trail. What's happening?
Where it is, what's happening, where is the this complaint right now, who is having this, what response he has given to that complaint, so that everything you can see that.
So in the CDC revalidation also, I remember it showed the process that where it is right now.
Yes.
Only challenge I personally faced was that the document which was remaining, it took time for them to update on the website. So it caused a delay.
Yes.
But that's why I asked you that is DG also.
Yes. So that system is normally, I don't think it is going more than 2 days or so. Now CDC renewal, it's very fast.
Okay.
Unless you have some issues in the documentation, like you have not submitted documents or it is not legible, there would be some. In ideal condition, it will not take much time.
Right, sir.
The second part is about the dispatch part. So if it is one is approved, the sticker has to be printed out.
Right.
There could be sometimes a technical issues, glitches like printing mistakes or printing issues. So there it may take time. Otherwise, the system is in place that where you can have a seamless and well within time.
Okay. And is DG also trying to cope up with the technology which is coming at such a fast scale in terms of even website, social media
Yes.
development, and all of that?
Yes, there are initiatives have already in place.
Hmm.
The DG Shipping is coming up with a new e-governance platform like e-Samudra, that is called.
Okay.
So all the application will be
Hmm.
online, seamless, end to end. It will be online
Hmm.
with the trails. With you can see the response,
Hmm.
everything you can
Okay.
see.
So it's
all
more
applications will
transparent for
more
the
transparency.
candidates and
Yes,
seafarers.
not only the exam related, other activities like we are talking only about exams. Exam is the one part which DG Shipping is conducting. There are other, as an Indian Maritime Administration, like registration is there,
Right.
survey, inspection, audit,
Hmm.
all these activities, plan approvals,
Hmm.
insurance companies approval. So all these activities is conducted by DG Shipping and their allied offices
Hmm.
and the field offices. So these thing will switch from
Hmm.
manual to e-platform.
So it's more automated with the technology's upgradation.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic.
We have switched from physical file to e-file. Now from e-file, we are going to e-platform where application itself will be online
Okay.
generated and submission will be done.
So in that case, if MMD exams, suppose I want to go for the COC exam, even that filing, because I know when I go to MMD, I have to physically print it out. Sometimes it's not there, then I have to go back, then again come back, which many of us also find it an issue. So you're saying that is also becoming digitalized.
That is already been digitalized. Like
Okay.
if you go to MMD,
Hmm.
your assessment is online now. You can do your assessment online. You have to scan your documents, upload your documents, and the assessment part procedure
It's
is
already done.
already
Okay.
online.
Okay.
Okay. There are some grades which are conducted manually,
Okay.
or like NCV grades.
NCV.
So there we are having, but in new system, everything will be online.
Automated. I think so. What we don't realize is we think DG shipping is just for our exams and
Yeah.
competency, but there is a lot of work, in fact, for Indian ships, flagships, which they have to do surveying, auditing, and all of that, and that also takes a lot of time, I'm sure. But I think so. Still, the primary core of shipping is seafarers, which is us, right, sir? So, what is DG shipping doing for seafarers' welfare? Like, suppose shore jobs, making it more streamlined, making it easier. So, for the welfare of us seafarers, what is DGS also looking at?
For the welfare, DG Shipping has, for the active engaging seafarers, there are initiatives taken
Okay.
by DG Shipping. First of all, this reforms, what we have discussed, that has been
Right.
done.
Right.
The grievance module,
Hmm.
the new grievance module, where you will have more categories and subcategories which you can select and submit your grievance, which will go to the correct person.
Right. Right.
That is the new system. New RPSL module is coming, where you will have more details, and it will be much more safer.
Okay.
All the details will be captured, like their insurance, their CBA,
Got it.
other documents, everything will be
Okay.
captured.
Okay.
And other initiatives like seafarers welfares, like we have constituted committees, some of the committees,
Mm-hmm.
to review the collective bargaining agreements.
Okay.
So they will review, they will see whether these agreements are in line with MLC requirements. They will check, they will put up their recommendations. So that is being done.
Okay.
And their seafarer welfare the audit body, which will be inspecting the seafarers recreational arrangements at ports,
Okay.
how they are making it. They are being encouraged to have sort of arrangement where seafarer can go and relax
Got it.
and get
Like a welfare for seafarer mission or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. 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 Yes, sir. Please
Yes.
continue.
And the other activities like Sagar mein Yog, Sagar mein Samman. So Yog is basically a name is given, but it covers the physical and mental well-being.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like when you are working on board, you are under stress, you are away from your family. So now we need to tell youngster how to handle that, because everybody is not equipped with that. So we want to formalize that thing, that okay, that will be part of your curriculum when you are going for pre-C or post-C. So you will be trained for these things also.
Okay. Sagar mein Samman Yog.
Sagar mein Yog
Sagar
and Sagar mein Samman. Sagar mein Samman is like a women in the merchant shipping, diversity.
Okay.
in seafaring profession. So there we are encouraging this women participation,
Okay.
so that more and more they can come, make how we can make a better and safer place for them too. So
Okay.
how a seafarer, whether
Hmm.
male or female,
Hmm.
they should behave on board.
Okay.
They should conduct themselves
Okay.
when they have
So it's
such
additional,
diversity on board.
additional like not training but awareness that how you
Yes.
should conduct yourself
Hmm.
if there's if women are on board and you're a man,
Hmm.
or if you're a woman, the man is on board.
Yes,
Both
for
ways.
both ways.
Hmm.
Because we are getting now more and more women participants. For your information, we have 3 lakhs plus Indian seafarers,
Mm-hmm.
and out of that, about 5,700 plus is the women seafarers.
Oh.
So there are numbers which
Okay.
is increasing now,
Hmm.
but we need more participation.
Hmm.
But at the same time, without compromising their safety.
Hmm.
For example, they have to have a separate toilet,
Right.
especially common toilets,
Absolutely.
which are, you know,
Yes.
safer and women oriented.
Hmm.
So all these things we are working on it
Okay.
to incorporate.
So is this like a 5-6 year plan, or is it like immediate plan which you want to, which DGS want to?
It has
implement?
short term,
Yeah.
medium term, and long term. All three are
Okay. All
planned.
three are in conjunction
yes,
with each
in
other.
conjunction. We have
Okay.
taken so many associations with
Hmm.
us to participate. Companies are also willing to
Hmm.
contribute.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So, sir, now I want to get into the part where the most of the queries are from. That is fake agents, scamsters, and I've heard many cases in Mumbai itself that these agents come in, like you were telling about the tug example. They give money, the student gives money, and they say, okay, we'll place you. But it never happens in the next 3-4 years.
mm,
What is DG Shipping doing to avoid these kind of frauds from agents?
okay. To avoid such kind of frauds, first thing is the awareness.
Hmm.
Awareness campaign that DG Shipping is coming up
Hmm.
with its a new social media handles,
Mhm.
new social media policy they have issued.
Okay.
So there you can report such cases. You can reach out to DG Shipping,
Hmm.
and before that I personally request that not to go and give money to these
Hmm.
agents. Never ever try
Sir,
to
I
give.
heard. Sorry, I heard this. That if you pay money, you will also be penalized. If I'm not wrong, that if you are paying money to the agent will get caught and get penalized. But even you as a person.
So that is our loss. ना देना है ना लेना है,
Hmm.
है ना?
Hmm.
So that part I am still trying to tell you that not to give,
Okay.
not to pay heed to this such kind of calls, you know, and report to authorities
Right.
first thing. So you will cut it down, and because once you give money, then there are a lot of things involved. Then you have to inform to the police also. We will also get involved
Hmm.
for taking action against RPSL or the training institute within our rule framework.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
so we can suspend, we can issue show cause notice, as I said.
Hmm. Hmm.
But to recover money or to get them punishment, then we have to engage other authorities who's
Okay.
got mandate.
Okay. But sir, I still keep questioning and keep like I'm unsettled always because since I'm on social media and everybody is looking at me as a seafarer, every day, sir, I'm not even kidding. One boy or girl will message ki, sir, this agent has come, taken the money and run away. I mean, is there any seriousness to this?
So that is why I told you that
Yes, sir.
we are bringing this
Hmm.
law enabling provisions in merchant shipping bill,
In the
where
merchant.
there they can be penalized, because there we had really faced a challenge, because everybody is going for decriminalization,
Hmm.
you know, ease of doing business. If you put such clause for a genuine company, it is a problem,
Right.
you know,
Right.
such kind of thing which is not good in taste. But because of such experiences,
Hmm.
we had to put this, and then we have to defend that when we were proposing it, getting the approval for that.
Okay.
Because we were questioned that now everybody is going for the decriminalization, make business easy. You are making it is tougher. So we said it is a deterrence.
Hmm.
For good company, it is never required.
Hmm.
But there are companies where this provision will be required to deal with them.
And you know, sir, because of this, the reputation of shipping in India has gone down and degraded. I'm telling you from the ground, because I interact with people, seafarers, they say we don't want to get in this because it's a scam profession. Why? Because first you said, and sir rightly said, you have to be aware of the pros and cons and rights and wrong. But in general, the shipping has got a bad connotation.
Yes, and
Because-
for that,
yeah.
I during one of the seminars, I have also requested this companies, shipping companies and association to start taking the freshers, because problem is that if you demand for experience, what will happen to the freshers?
Right.
Freshers are the more susceptible, they are more vulnerable for such kind of activities. In the name of job, they are ready to pay money. But if as a company, as a shipping association, if we are ready to take freshers also, so there is some window, okay, they will get a job. So there is a issue. We are also dealing with that. We are trying to resolve this also
Okay.
through dialogue, through conversation. Because, but in the end, everybody wants quality or
Absolutely.
the
Experience.
experience one. But how do we get experience?
Yeah.
If we were not getting a chance, then how would I have reached up to this level?
Absolutely, sir.
So we have to think in that way as an individual. Seafarer also, those who are working ashore now in a companies or in an association, they should also understand that. So such kind of requirement, if we put, it will be in hurdle. It will open to another gate
Absolutely.
for such activities.
Absolutely.
So we are taking up this matter also.
Okay. Why I quoted this, sir? Because yesterday I was reading the BIMCO ICS report. They said by 2026, 89,510 officers will be needed. And right now, as we are progressing, it is a shortfall. So I'm sure in the DG also office, there must be talks of how to increase officers' employment for Indian seafaring. And I'm sure the government also wants to propel the seafaring community in India. Right, sir? So what's happening in that
Yes.
front?
First of all, India is a seafaring supply nation. We, in our mandate, if you see Maritime India Vision or Amrit Kal Vision document, we have a mandate to increase our presence from 12% to 20%. So we have prepared a concept note for that, how we can improve. Their major pillars are quality, education, awareness, and collaboration and association with international bodies, not only the national but the international, because most of our seafarers, as I said, the numbers,
Absolutely.
27,000, around 27 to 28,000 in Indian shipping companies they are working out of 3 lakhs. Rest all are
Foreign.
flagged vessels employed. So there we are making seafarers ready for this. And I was just discussing few days back with one of my seniors in shipping companies. They were telling that there is a requirement for gas carriers vessels, especially LNG vessels. There's a new market is coming up. A lot of vessels are
LNG power.
ordered.
Okay.
Not only LNG powered, LNG vessels,
Oh, LNG.
LNG
ships.
ships. So those who are making career in gas carriers or LNG, they are going to be in demand.
Right, sir.
So there's a huge shortage. And new vessels are new delivered vessels are coming.
Okay.
So there we need to have seafarers ready for that. So we are preparing that. We are improving our system
Okay.
in terms of quality, in terms of reforms in examination system. So this is how we intend to increase the number.
Okay.
But at the same time, we do not want an innocent person to suffer. So that part of we are taking a balanced way where we can have a quality, we can increase in number, but at the same we have a check on
The like it should be balanced approach
Yes.
between the freshers, newbies, as well as experienced. Okay. That brings me to a question, sir. What is the role of DG shipping with foreign companies? Like, suppose someone is from a foreign flagship, foreign companies. Does DGS get involved in terms of the CBAs and contracts, for auditing it that, okay, our Indian seafarer is going on a foreign company and this should be the minimum standard they should get?
See, the foreign flagged vessels,
Mm-hmm.
they are employing Indian seafarers. How they are employing? They are employing through a licensed recruitment or placement agencies like RPSL company. These companies are licensed to recruit Indian seafarers on a foreign flagged vessels. Like any foreign company doesn't come directly and recruit, because this may also happen, but then you do not have any kind of a control or any kind of a
Check.
information that how the seafarers are going, and tomorrow something happens, then how we can reach out to them. So for that, is the licensed authorities are given, licensed license is given to
Okay.
RPSL companies. So they are employing it.
Okay.
So when they have any issues,
Hmm.
so they reach out to us
Hmm.
through their association or directly. What are the problems they are facing?
Right, sir.
So they are we are addressing it, and we also have some of their members in our um recently constituted boards like
Hmm.
MLC compliance board,
Okay.
TGS advisory boards. So there we have a representations from Indian as well as foreign shipping, owners association, owners and managers association.
Got
So
it, sir.
they come up with their suggestions, their problems when
Hmm.
they're what they are facing.
Hmm. Then
So
there's
and we try to give them solutions
okay.
whatever way we can
Okay.
within the rule framework.
Fantastic.
That is how we are.
No, fantastic, sir.
We regularly have these meetings, how we can improve and how we can increase,
Okay.
because it comes from the industry.
Yeah, got
You know,
it, sir.
like
Yes.
you are telling me the people
Yes.
are reaching out to
Yes.
you and
Yes.
you are giving us the question. Similarly, the shipping companies associations, when they face issue,
Hmm.
so we address them
Okay.
and we call them for a meeting. Okay, whatever how we can increase
Hmm.
our presence globally. That is
bri-
being
yeah.
that is already being done,
Okay. Yes.
and it is ongoing process.
Okay.
It is in continuous process.
Okay. Yeah, it'll
Mm.
always be
It
continuous.
will always
right,
be
sir?
there.
It's evolving.
Mm.
Brings me to a very important point which all of us and most of the audience will want to understand. The examination pattern, sir. You were telling me about that DG is also looking into the STCW amendments and examination procedures. So what is happening in that front? Because lot of heat sometimes comes from the seafarer that the MMD exams are still outdated, are still not relevant. But what is DGS and the MMD system looking at to make it more relevant to the new age?
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What COC you have?
Sir, Indian COC.
You have Indian
Yeah,
COC.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you must understand. You may be knowing it, the standards and the importance of Indian COC.
Absolutely, sir.
How our predecessors have maintained
Hmm.
those standards.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
we cannot dilute it. At the
Okay.
same time,
Hmm.
we have to
Hmm.
be at par
Hmm.
with the industry's requirement and what the convention says.
Right,
All
sir.
these examinations are conducted
Hmm.
as per the convention, which is that convention is STCW convention.
Right.
It gives the basic guidelines like what kind of things should cover in each competency exams. Thereupon, as a maritime administration, as a flag or as a coastal state, you have your own say.
Hmm.
You can further make to next step.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
You know? So
I
that everybody does that.
Hmm.
Especially those are standard
It's
companies or the countries making their
the
courses.
courses.
So there we have a the committee for that also, that how we can reduce the burden, how we can review the syllabus. So for first of all, the STCW convention itself is going under a revision.
Okay.
The comprehensive revision is going on, and India being an active member, we are also having a team of DGS, MMD's official and the association's participations.
Okay.
We are putting our papers like suggestions like what has to be done, what can be done, what is our proposal for the competency, for the modular courses, for all these things. We are already doing it.
Right.
Going next step further, the STCW compliance,
Hmm.
to ensure that the compliance is being done with MTI, that the class LR has been appointed. We have issued a circular also that as an independent evaluation authority, they will be checking whether you are complying or not.
Okay.
Okay, that is the part. Second part is about the syllabus. We understand that people may feel that,
Hmm.
but some of the things which are still in the syllabus, that is a basic thing. Like
Okay.
those things has to be told for a chart work. You may be having a ECDIS system on board,
Hmm.
but you can't just get away with the basics of our chart work.
That work.
So that is required. Over a period of time, it is always getting revised, reviewed. But of course, for that also we have a
Right, sir.
committee, a committee consisting of officials from the training institute, officials from DGS and MMD.
Hmm.
So they constitute and they do the evaluation
Okay.
that how and which part to be remained, So this is also recently we issued a circular that is also being reviewed.
In review.
Mm.
Why I'm asking, sir, because in our institutes we were taught chart work and all, and that time when I was sailing, chart was there, but now ECDIS has come and so many things
Yes.
have come. So just wanted to take a perspective
Yes.
of modernizing the system.
On a lighter
Yes,
note, I
yes,
would
sir.
like to tell
Yes.
anything has come into
Yes.
system,
Hmm.
it is difficult to take out. You will think 10 times before you take out.
Hmm.
You can add new things like ECDIS have come, the modular course have come. So we
Right.
are all the nation, all the countries are teaching ECDIS also. But at the same time, when you have to remove, we need to be
Hmm.
double sure that when to and what to what extent we should remove.
Got it, sir. Got it.
Okay.
That brings me to a very important question, sir. You are a nautical surveyor. How to pass the orals in first
It's a
time?
$1 million question.
$1 million question.
Okay.
Yes.
The basic mistakes what our seafarers are making,
Hmm.
not going and referring the original books. When I say original books means your syllabus textbooks
Hmm.
or the standard publications. They go by the random notes.
Hmm.
I have prepared some notes for my understanding.
Correct.
I am reading it. But if Karan wants to read that and understand, you may not absorb everything. And when you're giving exams, you're quoting that you have studied Manish's exams, Manish's
Notes.
that made in a different perspective, right? You make your own notes. You can always refer, but you do not lose the source. So origin is your textbooks,
Right.
your standard publications, which is available in training institutes, in libraries, everywhere it is available. So those things you have to check. And most of the seafarers, most of the candidates, especially in the second minute exams, they find difficulty in function 1, that is a navigation. That is the ROR part. That is a very important part.
Absolutely.
Why? As soon as you get a COC, you will be keeping an independent navigational watch. And all the your colleagues, your onboard crew are resting when you are on watch. So there you cannot make you can't afford to make mistakes in ROR. That is the importance all the officers in DGS and MMD gives to this
Function 1.
function 1. And there you stick to basic. There are rules available. If you go by the rules, learn it,
Absolutely.
try to understand an application. There are enough study material available in our respective institutes.
Right.
So there you refer and you try to learn, try to discuss with your teachers, with your faculty members. So they will be able to explain you.
Sometimes the syllabus is so vast. Like you also know, the publications are endless. So, what is a general outlook for you as a surveyor which you want to touch upon? This should be there, so I'll pass you.
See, any server or most of the server, if I may
Yes, sir.
use so, would assess, would want a seafarer, every seafarer, every surveyor want the seafarer to pass exams because they are coming to pass, not to fail.
Right, sir.
But the question is, they are assessing whether once you get the COC, you are capable of keeping a watch on board. As a master, you should not be a liability, you should be asset to him. आपने भी सुना होगा कि अरे ये कहाँ से पास किया एग्जाम या कौन पास किया.
Correct, correct.
So this should not happen. So the thing is that he or she is assessed based on their competency for keeping a watch or conducting herself or himself on board a ship.
Right,
So
sir.
that is the main criteria.
Okay.
Sometimes some examiners may ask some practical things, some may ask very theoretical things. That is different thing. But overall, we have a structure.
Okay.
We have a syllabus for oral examination. I don't know how many of you are aware or not, but there is a syllabus for oral examination.
Okay.
And most of the surveys, if not all, they are going by the syllabus.
Okay. So,
There could be some questions may be asked, but overall, when you are giving a result, that is your overall performance. One questions wrong cannot make you pass or fail.
right, sir.
That is for sure.
Right, sir. where can we find this syllabus, sir, for this oral?
Yeah, I will share with you.
Yes.
It is available. I think it
Okay.
will be available on DG's website. If not, then we will put it on the website.
Okay, yeah.
But it should.
It will
I
be
will
very
share.
helpful, sir.
It is
Yes.
available in the training institute. It is available in the MMD. But
Hmm.
if not, then I will share. for
Sure,
you,
sir. If
for
you can share,
everyone.
I'll put the link in the description also.
Yes, and we have conducted an online session, online hybrid session rather,
Hmm.
with the seafarers for focused only on the examination.
Okay.
This was chaired by Chief Examiner,
Mm-hmm.
by Captain Azad sir,
Hmm.
and there were other officials from DGS and MMD.
Hmm.
External examiners were also there,
Hmm.
and there we had taken a direct questions from the seafarers, what kind of problems you are facing. So time to time, this is being done.
I saw, sir, and I think in Dehradun or Chandigarh there was seafarer awareness.
That is for the awareness.
Okay.
That is different thing. This is by the Chief Examiner, examination focus, where what all difficulties were faced by the seafarers.
Okay.
So that part we
And I think,
covered.
sir, social media will play a very important part for DGS also, because most of us are now attached to the phone at all times.
at all times.
At all times. Yes.
Okay.
Please,
continue.
sir.
Please
I
continue.
want to hear from you. What
Yes.
do you think about
So
this?
I want to ask one question.
Yes.
You know who is our DG?
Yes. Sri Shamnath Jagannath, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sri Shyam
Sri Shyam
Jagannathan ji.
Jagannath ji.
Who is our nautical advisor? Or rather,
Captain
forget
Azad.
about Chief Examiner.
Captain Azad.
Yes. Who is the Chief Examiner for engineers?
Yesterday I was seeing, I forgot his name. But
Yes. So we
yes,
should
yeah.
know as a. That is
Yes.
why I told you put the
Yes.
name as a know your DGs.
Correct.
You should know your DGs. Who is your DG shipping? Is Shri Shyam Jagannathan.
Jagannath, yes.
Who is your Chief Examiner for nautical? Is Captain
Captain
Azad.
Azad, yes.
Who is the Chief Examiner for engineers? Shri Ajit Kumaran sir. Ajit
Yes.
Sukumaran sir.
Ajit.
Okay. So awareness is very important. When you
Right.
know, and their email IDs, their phone numbers, they are available. Who is the nodal officers for this examination? This is also available. So when you have issue, you can write it to them. What happens now, when you're writing an application to X, it is applicable to Y. So it is not reaching to that person. That also sometimes happens. But 90%, yeah, or most of the cases when someone else is also receiving, it forwards it to the right person.
Right, sir.
But still, as an individual, as a seafarer, we must know our DG shipping.
Absolutely, sir. And in fact, I want to add on to that. If you type in DG shipping structure on Google, like I did, it gives you a PDF in which I saw your also. I was looking at the credentials. So that's when I saw, okay, there is administrative wing which has different department,
Yes.
very big department, nautical engineering. So it is all there, and their phone numbers and email IDs were also mentioned in the 2020 and 21 PDFs. In the 2024, I did not see it, but before, when I think the previous DG sir was there, Sri Amitabh ji, they put the email IDs of the personal also. So
It is available.
It is
It is
available.
still available. Okay. So time to time it gets updated. So that is thing you must know. At least for the seafarers' point of view, they must know these things. Like who is your chief examiner if you are giving exams
Right,
from India.
right.
No. So whoever is your examiner of that MMD, but chief examiner is one person.
Absolutely. And I think that's why I wanted to mention of the role of social media, because every person, in fact, even my mother is also on
Yes.
Instagram, YouTube, and all of that. So that is also one of our reason, and very honored to have you. That yes, bad information is there definitely, but if you have good, credible information, then the entire ecosystem of seafaring and the shipping community in India can understand. Like, but so many things I learned right now from you as a DDG and nautical surveyor, that okay, this is how you should approach things. And people don't realize, they get stuck in a loop of random scrolling,
Yes.
doom scrolling we call it. But usme by chance if this comes up, it's a piece of information which is relevant for a seafarer right now.
That is why it is required. For keeping those things in mind, we have come up with our social media policy. We will have our own social media accounts, handles, where you will have such kind of informative videos, information on those platforms.
Absolutely.
So do subscribe to those
Absolutely, sir.
platforms. You will get updates
Okay.
and all the details.
So DGS social will be on Instagram,
in all the platforms.
On all.
All.
Very nice to hear, sir. Like DGS
Yes.
is also going
Yes.
the conventional social media way.
If you
Yes.
cannot come to DG shipping, DG shipping
come
is
to you.
coming to you. So that is the concept. Like it is also going to Instagram.
Good, sir.
Not only limited to
Yes.
X or Twitter. It
Yes.
is Facebook, LinkedIn,
yes.
and Instagram.
Because I
So
can
there
tell you,
we-
sir, Instagram is where the real aspirants are looking at random reels of people in uniform and all of that and getting enamored. But the reality is quite different, as we all know, sir.
Yes.
That's one of the biggest purpose. We also did podcast that we get the real side of it
Yes.
and not the fancy cars and money and all of that. Fantastic, sir. Last question, sir. How is DGS solving the immigration process for seafarers, particularly because of the abandonment? And I was reading 637 seafarers till date are abandoned and 87 are in jail. So this is a very big cause of concern for, of course, you, but also for the civilians who
Yes,
are wanting to
of
join.
course.
Yes,
So
sir.
these are the numbers which may vary because we are having a dynamic list which is keep on updating it. For this also we have arrangement for weekly review
Okay.
where our DG sir himself is reviewing. He is chairing that meeting and he is reviewing all the cases.
Okay.
So first of all, abandonment, you know that as per MLC definition, if you're one of the cases like if your salaries are not paid for more than 2 months, that is also an abandonment case.
I didn't know that, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So as a seafarer, I'm saying we must know few things. What we understand abandoned ship when we are doing drill or when we are seeing this, abandonment means somebody was stranded or was left. So even your salaries are not paid, that is also abandonment as per the definition. So we are in contact with ITF, we are in contact with IMO, ILO. So all this data when they are sharing, sometimes for the confidentiality, they do not share
In public.
full information. They say 400 out of 400 or 300, yes, X ship seafarers are abandoned. There are 3 Indians, 4 Indians. What happens most of the time in such cases, all these kind of scamsters, they have already played their role. What they do, they take money, they put on X ship, but he is actually on a Y ship.
Like we were discussing, sir.
This is the case is happening because we have actually handled such cases. So that is why the moment we get such complaints, we try to get to the right person and then we also take action against the RPSL companies.
Okay.
So those we are doing. For the cases in jail, you must have seen, and I'm glad to tell you that there are cases resolved. Some of the cases like Global Charlene vessel was there for about for more than 7-8 months, and then we had discussion with our embassy,
Okay.
Ministry of External Affairs. Then they were they contacted their counterpart in Iran. They requested the companies were made to make arrangement for the
For
lawyers
oh,
because there was some
legal.
issues in that. So those were dealt differently.
Okay. Understood.
So we have gone to every door, every authority was contacted to get them back. Again, this happens when you are not aware. So you're seafarers, so out of full 20 seafarers, all are not involved in violating some legal
Absolutely.
law. There was some innocent, or sometimes inherently you're not aware
And you become part of it.
you become part of it. So all those things we have seen there, and we are trying to address such issues and have such kind of arrangement where this can be avoided.
Understood, sir. So I think so we covered beautiful, important topics which I personally wanted to cover. From your side, sir, anything you want to cover which you want to speak now, sir? Now is the time.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Few things. First of all, if you are an aspirant, you must see which institute or which company is approved by DG Shipping. That is the first thing you should do. When you're going for such any pre-C course or any post-C, you must see whether it is approved by DG Shipping or not. That is the first thing. Then there are minimum contact details of DG Shipping where you can contact, like DGCom Center or any other officials' email IDs or phone numbers. Everything is there. So if you are in a problem, you can reach out to them. So that is the first thing. And the existing seafarers, they must check their seafarers profile.
Mm.
Sometimes their informations are not correct,
Mm.
not reflecting right information. Then all these kind of issue also have come up.
Right.
Even though senior masters have seen that their informations,
Not.
what is actual on a paper, on online, it is not showing the same. So all these things, because you are individual to check your profile, your credentials, so you
Mm.
must once in a while you must see that
Absolutely.
that has to be updated. And the most important part is awareness, that I request you also to have this seafarers, especially youngsters
Mm.
or those who willing to join, they should not get in the wrong hands. That
Absolutely.
is the all
And so you
thing
have
I want.
played a big part today
Yes, sir.
on our show by first of all giving us your time, and second of all addressing the issue so candidly, so openly. And in fact, all of us are really thankful and grateful for having you here. We would love to have you here again in 2025 end to see, oh, this is what was spoken, this is now what has been executed. So till that time, sir, we'll
Okay.
wait for you again. And again, honor to have you, sir, on the
Definitely.
show.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
it's such a great honor for me personally that nautical surveyor DDG is sitting in front of me, me being a second mate from India. It's really a big moment for me today on the show. So thank you so much, sir, for being here.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for having me.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. So that was Captain Manish on the KSN show. I was in a situation like the nautical surveyor is sitting in front of me, and today I got the opportunity to speak my heart out and question the relevant topics which all of us have in mind. I hope I could do justice to it. Do let me know in the comment section what all I have missed so we can bring someone from DGS again and cover those. Don't forget to also hit the like button because that's how it gets propelled to people who need to hear this. See you back next week. Signing off, KSN.